Multimedia personality, comedic commentator, songwriter, recording artist, spiritual leader, author, and actor. Larry D. Reid is the founder of the MBN Network, owner of LDR Enterprises based out of Atlanta, Georgia, and the spiritual leader of the Reformation Church of Atlanta. You can catch Larry Reid on the BET Plus original series Kingdom Business and on American Gangsta Track Queens. Streaming online at BET.plus. The MBN Network is a nonprofit organization based in Atlanta, Georgia. We are a streaming, radio, and ministry network funded by a network of partners that are professionals, technicians, entrepreneurs, and entertainers from around the world. Become a member of Patreon today at patreon.com/Larry Reid Live to gain access to all that the NBN Network has to offer. On Sundays, tune in for prayer, prophecy, and coaching call, available for Patreon members only. Join in on the morning meditation and prayer call, open to the public Monday through Friday. On Monday evenings, catch the digital entertainment news show, Larry Reid Live, as Dr. Reid discusses an array of topics with a raw, humorous, and controversial approach. Get informed and inspired on Tier 2 Tuesdays for Tier 2 Patreon members only. Wednesday night breakdown with Dr. Reid, the virtual prophets, pastoral counselors, and coaches, available for Tier 2 patron members only. Participate in Therapy Thursdays and Financial Fridays for all tiers inside of Patreon only. Saturdays, rest and be with your family. Become a member today by logging on to patreon.com/Larry Reid Live today. Church Critic by Dr. Larry D. Reid. An examination of the Larry Reid Live show perspective. Purchase a copy today by logging on to LarryReidLive.com. That's LarryReidLive.com. Stay connected to Larry Reid Live. Take a moment and like the Facebook page, subscribe to the YouTube page, and hit the bell. Text LRL to 404-999-7527. That's the words LRL to 404-999-7527. And get notified when we go live. Become a member of Patreon. Log on to patreon.com/Larry Reid Live. Sign up, then download the Patreon app and turn on your notifications. Get connected today.
We're about to have a conversation. What's up, Larry Reid here, and I'm out and about, but I fell into a conversation that I think I want to say here. I've said something very similar before, but I'm about to say it now in a very clear way. And it's probably going to make some of you guys upset. Take a moment right now and go ahead and fix your attitude to be offended, because I'm probably going to offend you or somebody you know. Let me say this, and this is what I think. This is Larry Reid, what I think. I don't think that you should be pastoring or leading in any capacity. Well, let me say that. Let me say it like this. Let me just stick with pastors. And let me say this before I say that. Get to the point. I hear you.
Sorry, I can't do that when an external entertainment source is active.
Girl, I wasn't talking to you. Goodbye. I don't know why white women love to insert themselves.
But did you know?
Bye. Go to sleep. No, I don't need you.
Hey, Mercedes.
Stop.
What sound does a dog make?
Stop. Goodbye.
Please tell.
Oh, white women love jumping and everything. Such a Karen. Anyway, let me stick with pastors. I'm gonna say this right here, and a lot of you not gonna like this. And I preface my statement with this: there are exceptions. Everybody put that in the chat. I'm on IG, but this is running on YouTube and Facebook as well. There are exceptions to what I'm about to say. What I'm about to say, there are exceptions. Few, rare exceptions. Let me say that first. Now, let me go ahead and say what I want to say. You better walk, young lady. I mean, walking. Walk! Anyway, Larry Reid don't think. This is what I think. I do not think you should be pastoring and holding a church, pastoring people, if you have not been somebody's husband, I'm talking to the man, or somebody's daddy in the natural. This is my point of view, and let me tell you why I say this. However, there are exceptions. But let me tell you what. If you have never cared for somebody that need for you to feed them, clothe them, do things for them, like a father has to do for his children, if you haven't had to be loyal, committed, communicate thoroughly and consistently, like you would to a spouse, and give your body, your mind, your energy as an offering, pouring yourself out consistently to a spouse, to a child, I don't think that you should be leading a church. I don't think so. There are exceptions, but I don't think so. And I think if we said that more, with the caveat that there are few rare exceptions, oddities, rarities, I think some of these single pastors will hold their posture and position a little bit differently. And there won't be all this arrogance. And there won't be all this acceptance by the collective of having single pastors that do not have those qualifications, that life experience or education. I don't really think, and I said this before, you should be pastoring nobody and you do not have degrees and an education. This is what Larry Reid thinks. I think it's rare men of God, and I'm talking totally patriarchal, but ladies, you know I love you, who can hold that position and do it proper. I heard a prophet tell me, who started pastoring young, and I had this conversation with him, because you guys, I started pastoring the same year I got married, which, I feel a certain way about that too. And there was a pattern amongst the people. God, my mind is to where you could, if you were a priest or in a church leadership position, you got married, you're supposed to take off 3 years or 5 years or a year to tend to your marriage and then come back to the work of ministry. I think that's proper, but that's another conversation. But I don't really think, I don't care how much anointing and God talk to you and give you wisdoms. there's a different wisdom and experience you get when you actually do the thing. When you get a woman pregnant and have a child and you stay in that child's life and you have to provide and show up as a parent, you have a different character. You have a whole different brain. A father and a married man has a whole different brain than a single person. And in fact, fathering and being a husband is very, very similar to pastoring. Now, I'm saying this as someone who I have had and have spiritual children all around the entire world. And I have mentored some of the greatest, most powerful, anointed men and women of God that you've ever seen. But I've also had some scragglers. And and I always had problems with them. And it was normally because they just did not have the brain. What is this woman doing? What is happening? Yes?
I want to tell you something funny.
What?
I swear to God, I'm not lying to you. Because you can look it up on the internet.
Okay.
I think it was 1930, somewhere around like that. I've got a picture of my grandfather with my dad, who was probably about 6 at the time, because they were Jewish and so they left Germany. But at the time when my great grandfather bought it, he bought it in Germany. Those were the first Maybachs that were made.
Oh, the first Maybach, really?
Yes. Yeah.
Wow.
I probably have a picture. I might even have a picture of.
So every time you see a Maybach, it brings
I don't
that.
see them that often.
Yes, don't see them. Most
No.
time you see S-Class Mercedes more
Yeah,
than.
I don't see them that often. Let me see.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I took a picture of it recently because, hold on, let me go to my photographs. There we go. I know I took a picture, but I'm checking for food and stuff. I'm going to go all the way to the end.
And this was your grandfather?
Yes, my great-grandfather.
Your
not
great-grandfather,
my
who was
great-grand-
German.
Who was German.
Hold
My-
on. So, and he was Jewish?
Yes.
In Germany?
Yes, but my father was also Jewish, and also lived in Germany. He lived in Berlin.
Y'all
Yes.
didn't deal with any of the Stalin or the
No,
Hitler stuff?
no, that we got my grandfather, my grandfather was married to my granny, but they got divorced, but they remained friends. And he said, in 1933, you need to get out. So they got out. They went from Berlin to England. In England, they caught a ship. They went on a ship, and they came to South Africa. That's where I'm from.
Oh, really?
And I've got a picture. Oh my God, your teeth are beautiful.
Thank you.
I've got a picture of my granny. She was still young then, sitting on a train from Cape Town, because the ship comes into Cape Town, and they were going to Johannesburg, and she's sitting there like, what the hell am I doing? Because
But they got out in
yeah, but
33.
you have to understand, South Africa in those days, it was the gold mines and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But there weren't not a lot of,
Right.
it wasn't a big deal
Right.
thing. I'm telling you, I've got the damn
But that
thing.
is amazing that you guys got out in 33 before
Yes.
all of that. Because that was in the 40s, I think. Man.
Well, no, it was. It was before that. Well, my grandfather was 19. He passed away like in 1920,
Oh, okay.
and he went. My sister and I have actually.
So it's before that or after that?
Yes.
It
No,
was before.
that's my great grandfather.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So when was the whole Hitler stuff?
The Hitler stuff was 1937,
That's right. Oh, okay. That's right.
somewhere
It was,
around
and
there.
it
That's
lasted
when
into the 40s.
That's when they dug the hole. The Jewish people had to dig the hole, and then they shot them, and they went into the hole.
Did y'all lose any friends or family?
And I wasn't born.
Okay. I would have to talk to them.
Okay. I'm telling you.
I was live talking.
I'm telling you, I have a damn picture, and I know where I'm gonna go. I'm just got to think.
Y'all, this happens all the time in my life.
Oh, this is so ridiculous.
Look
I
at me.
just recently took a picture.
It's fine. It's fine.
We're just chatting.
No, you just chatted. She saw the Maybach.
I
And-
say Maybach.
Well, she
And
said
you
the
said-
right way. I said the wrong way.
It's okay because you know what the ach is the German.
Yeah, it's German, right? How you say it?
Maybach.
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 Yes, that's it.
Oh, okay.
If you're going to
Oh my
remember.
God, Maybach.
Maybach.
Okay. Well, her family.
My great-grandfather made the first records ever made, and they were made with like, they were either green or red, and it was kind of almost like a plexiglass, but it was a plastic, but it wasn't hard like plexiglass. This was soft and thin. He then got on a boat, and my sister and I went on a cruise, and we looked him up, and he went through Ellis Island, and he went to see. There's another company that was, I'm trying to think what it was. They were also starting to make records, and they told him to jump in the lake. Well, he didn't care. He carried on, and he went back to German. So then afterwards, they made the records a little bigger. So in 1933 is when my father had his bar mitzvah, because we're Jewish.
Right.
And
He was 15 then, right? Bar mitzvah
no,
was
bar
15?
mitzvah's 12 for
12
boys
okay.
and 13 for girls.
Okay.
But
15 is
Yeah.
is the Jewish what they do for the Jewish boys. Right? Go ahead. I mean, not Jewish. I mean no bar mitzvah. That's right. It's 13.
13.
Okay, that's right.
13,
You're right.
12,
What's that 15?
13 and 12 and 13. But anyway, I just wished I could I know just a few days ago I put all of this on my phone, and it's not often you see a Maybach.
Right.
And that's what I was telling you. My great-grandfather had the first Maybach.
Wow.
Yeah.
The first Maybach.
The first
First
Maybach.
one.
The first
And she's the
Maybach.
descendant, and
Yeah.
we meet today. Isn't that great?
Yeah. All right.
Well, that's great. It's nice
Sorry,
to meet you. What's your name?
My name's Jennifer, but you can call
Jennifer.
me Jenny.
Well, I used to date somebody named Jennifer.
I hope she was decent.
Ooh. She was more than decent. God, I loved her.
You know, my grandson's already 25, 25, 26. I'm old.
Ah,
You can see.
you're not old.
I am.
What are you, like
I just
60?
turned 72.
Oh, you look real good.
Amazing.
And you better be glad for that Jewish book, because you was completely white. You would look about
You
95.
know what? I've always exercised
Oh, really?
from the off. I've always exercised my whole life.
Yeah. You look good.
Oh, can't look too good now.
I'm telling you, you look good.
Well,
I wouldn't lie.
Thank you for the compliment.
Yeah.
You've got the most stunning eyes.
Thank you.
And he's just divine. He's got the best teeth.
Oh, really?
And once I saw that Maybach, I'm telling you, I just took a picture of it a day or two with my phone.
Wow. I can't
And I know I
find it.
can't find it now, but
But I believe you.
I'll
I
get
fully
into my
believe
car. If I find it, I'll let you know.
Okay,
But
all
you're
right.
probably leaving now.
you. Yeah, we are.
His name was Herman Eisner. You can look it up. That's
Herman
different.
Eisner.
No, E-I-S-N-E-R.
Well, no, I put my number in your phone. You send me the pictures.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the iPhone, right?
Yes.
Okay. So I
As
put
soon
my
as I
number.
get home, I'll send it to you.
Okay, so I'm gonna text myself from your phone.
Yes.
Herman, what now?
Eisner. E-I-S-N-E-R. That's late 1800s, early 1900s.
Wow. I love that history like that.
That's him.
That's him.
Yeah.
But that's not the Maybach guy. That's his grandfather.
Okay.
The Maybach was one generation later,
Okay.
because he was like the end of the 1800s, but he's the one that did all
Wow.
the records. There's
I
a
know
whole
something was
story
Google.
about him in there.
Wow.
Please send me all of that. I love
I will.
history. I just text your name to me,
Okay, let me just.
but I'm gonna text you back as soon as I get.
Got it.
Interphone Records.
Wow.
Oh, Artiphone.
Interphone Records.
The Artiphone. There were two different ones.
That's a record label.
No, that's the name of the
Oh, the
company.
name- oh, okay.
There were two names, Artiphone, and then there's another one. If you go down further along, Artiphone and But you'll see the whole story there.
Okay. Send me the information.
I promise you, as soon as I get home.
Nice to meet you, Jennifer.
Nice to meet
All
you
right.
too.
All
I'm
right.
just not crazy. I mean, this car's gorgeous. I love the colors.
Thank you.
They're stunning.
Yeah, I was thinking of changing the color, but I keep
Oh
it.
my God, it's so stunning.
Yeah.
It's different.
It is.
It's stunning.
Yeah.
Enjoy.
Thank you. Thank
many,
you.
many miles of safe driving.
Thank you for that blessing.
Bye-bye.
Now y'all got a picture into my life. This happens to me all the time. Just random people walk up and start talking to me, telling their life story like we've been friends for all these years. And okay, getting back to what the hell I was saying before Sarah, what's her name? Jennifer, Sally. Before Sally came, great energy. And this is what I said, and I meant what I said. And you can disagree because it's just my opinion. I do not think that you should be pastoring someone and you have not had the experience of caretaking for somebody like a father does his child, and that commitment, loyalty, and level of communication that married people has to have, like a husband will have towards his spouse. That is what I think. And when you have those experiences and you've done well as a father and as a spouse, you really are a great candidate then to be used in a leadership capacity in a spiritual community or any leadership capacity, because you just have what it takes in order to deal socially. You have the science to sociality, and you also have the wisdom of attachment and connection and the commitment. You got all of that stuff already. Some people, single people, they really have to do things to foster those wisdoms and those sciences socially and that level of communication, because it's just them. And the reality is that the only thing they have to do is worry about themselves. That's great privilege. But there has to be, if you're single listening to me and you want to be in some kind of leadership capacity, I think you should do some volunteering at a Boys and Girls Club. You should go to a rest home. And they did us like that coming up. And go in there and minister to the older people. Or I used to go pick up my neighbor, my mom and them neighbor, Miss Melissa, who actually had a hand in raising me, and her sister, and be with them all day, taking them to pay bills and get groceries. You know, that patience that it takes to deal with somebody elderly, that soft hand that it takes, paying attention, make sure they don't fall over and that kind of going on. I think you need all of that kind of training. Now, back home in the church, Vacation Bible School and being at grandma and them house, they had you doing certain stuff that just developed certain life skills. I mean, getting up every morning, going outside sweeping and raking, and we had to make sure the lines were still in the yard. If the lines weren't in the yard. All right, I can finish saying everything that I was saying there live. If you want to finish watching that, the end of that, it's on IG. But I want to repeat what I said. And this is just my personal opinion. I'm not saying I'm right. I'm not saying I'm wrong. It's just my personal opinion. And it's this, that I don't think you should be leading as a pastor, and probably other capacities too, if you have not had children that you had to parent, and if you haven't had a spouse that you had to communicate with, be faithful to, loyal to, and all that kind of stuff. I don't think you should. You don't even have the perspective that you need experientially. Now, you can read a few books, and of course, the Spirit can give you information. And just being around other people who are married and parents and friends, you got a wisdom. But when you are actually that, and you're the one that have to take care of the person that is sick. Anybody in here ever had to be a caretaker? Those things develop patience in you. Well, some people, it makes them irritated and they become worse of a human than what they were prior. But we're talking about people whose humanity is intact. That causes you to begin to think a certain way and to emote a certain way. You have to find that softness and that patient person to be able to deal with that person. Even as a parent, you're a caretaker. And that is essential to be a good pastor. So I don't think that you should listen to anyone who has not had experience as a pastor and as a husband. I'm talking masculine, but let me say it the other way. I don't think you should be looking to someone as a pastor if she has not been a wife and she hasn't been a mom, because it just gives you such an advantage socially in dealing with people. And it teaches you lessons that you can't get out no book. You just can't get it out no book. I don't care how strong that anointing is on you. You cannot lead people. So what are you going to tell a man that has been married to a woman, possibly even the same woman, for 30, 40 years, and they have grown hind children your age who got children and a wife and a house and a job and a business? Now you single man that just can prophesy on point. And I pray nobody in my comment section is this stupid to put yourself, your soul in this kind of position. You think you're going to be able to pastor them? No. And I just don't think it's proper. You should not think that you can pastor them. You need to develop a team or create some counsel somewhere to where you are able to provide for those that you pastor, not just spiritual information, but also information in the natural. You've never bought a house. You don't have a house in your name. You don't know the process of buying a house. Why are you seeking to pastor somebody? No, you need to be pastored and mentored, or a coach or a personal prophet that they can get you farther along in your natural life, because you do not have the experience. You do not have the heart, the wisdom, the wherewithal to properly pastor. You only can do but so much in that position because you're limited in your experiential knowledge. And I know it doesn't sound nice, but this is just what I think. And I could be completely wrong, or maybe I can be 100% biased, and I'm clearly being biased because it's what I think. And if you're listening to me, you need to measure the person that you are about to call pastor. And you need to look at it and really pay it attention. And are they current? That's another thing. Is your pastor, your leader, a futurist? Do they have the pulse of what is happening in the world and the world that affects you and that you're living in? Do they have sight for that or experience in that? Y'all, I fully 100% am convicted by what I'm saying. And I will say it to anybody. And that's just what I think. And if you are a pastor, you say, wow, Reid, you saying stuff, I'm not that. Well, then you need to choose your mentor wisely so that you can bring that dimension in your life and then spread that dimension and consciousness on those that you're leading, because it's essential, or you are stunted yourself and you're stunting those that you're leading. I know this is not, it don't feel good to hear it, but listen to me. You know, I don't even have a dog in the fight. I'm all the things I'm talking about. So I'm only saying this for those that would choose a leader like that, and those who are leaders who have not really thought things through about what you and your people need. That's the food. What you and your people need in order to grow and evolve and progress. And those of you that have old leaders, if your leader was born in the 50s, I want y'all to hear me and hear me very clear. If the person that is leading you and is a personal prophet or whatever, leading you, born in their 50s or earlier, you need to have supporting mentorship. And the reason for this is because those that are born in the 50s, they're born in a certain consciousness, and it affects everything that they are. And it takes a lot of work that most people do not even have the freedom in their life because the kind of work it takes, you're going to have to sign up for programs that are intensives that may last for 2 and 3 months, that are probably terribly expensive, in order for you to get stretched enough to where you can begin to relate to people much younger than you that's in a different world. That takes a lot of work. And even then, you're doing it by way of a book. Even then, you're doing it by way of being connected to somebody younger. You're not younger. So you're going to need to create a team around you so that everything is intact spiritually and even psychologically. And I know what I'm saying make some people feel a certain way, but hell, it is still the truth. And this is what needs to be said. I mean, because if you do not have these things at work, then those that you lead, they're not getting what they could get if you would just switch some things up. Okay, let me see what has been said in the chat. That's almost saying that a person who's never had experience working a job should never get a job without experience. It's like, how will a person ever learn how to pastor or lead? Okay, this is already stupid. Adrian A. Brown. I'm not even going to finish reading what you're saying. I'm just going to deal with the first sentence, because you're comparing apples and oranges. You said that's almost saying that a person who's never had experience working a job should never get a job without experience. We're talking about pastoring specifically. Pastoring is not like your normal everyday job. You're just going to jump on this job and you're going to have on-the-job training. There's some aspect of that, even if you're qualified for a job. And even if you have worked that job before, you're working in a new company, so you're going to still have to learn some things on the job. That's a given. But up under no circumstances can you compare any job to pastoring. You can't do it, because the pastor watches for the soul. The soul is the mind, the character. So how am I going to watch for your behavior, your character, your spirit, your faith, your finances, your family, and I do not have the eyes experientially to watch for you? All I can do is the spiritual stuff that the Spirit give me. That is a problem. And we need to collectively say, okay, we are not going to be okay with a single man that has never had a child, never been a husband, hasn't been in the dimension of father in the natural. We are not going to allow him to sit in the world of father spiritually without the support that he needs, because spiritually he is not qualified. I mean, I don't know no other way to put it. I don't know no other way to put it. So I don't get that. I don't get that at all. So Adrian, you comparing apples and oranges, and then I glanced. You said something about my view sounds white. Just say, did you know a single pastor that you love and like, and maybe you is one, and you just speaking up for them? The bottom line is, what I said is the truth. And we accept this stuff in church. For what reason, I don't really know. But you, up under no circumstances, are going to be able to go on a live human as a surgeon and do your first surgery. No, they're going to be Godivers first. You can have all this training and the operating all this other stuff first. But we want, when it comes to pastoring, want to cut all these corners in the name of the Lord, and because you get that. That's some straight up bull. And that is how we end up with pastors on Larry Live. That's how we end up with they members on Larry Live, because that pastor done moved in a way that really the root issue is he was not ready to be in the position and to handle it. Yeah, so this is how it is. So now natural things determine how well qualified I am spiritually. You don't have no Bible, go dust your Bible off, because I know you ain't even read the story of Jesus. Jesus popped up out of Mary's vagina as Jesus, but he was not qualified until he got in his 30s, because he had to have certain life experiences, because of he was being a leader spiritually. Oh my God. When y'all don't like something, y'all just find a way to wiggle out of it. You can't wiggle out of this. And then there's so many other scriptures, first natural, then spiritual. There's so much you can pull out of the Bible to support what I'm saying, but I only need to do that. This is just regular common sense. How you going to lead somebody in something you don't have eyes to see in? That don't make no sense. It don't make no sense prophetically. In fact, this is why I teach prophets in my school of prophets, ran since the 90s. I say, you can't always say what's cited by you, because if you don't have the wisdom, the wherewithal, the experience to hand walk that person into the fruition of the prophecy you speaking, stay away from that. There are rarities and oddities where the Spirit tell you to speak it, and then God will lead them to a mentor or to another prophet to walk them through it. I'm not talking about those times. But what I am talking about are the times when you're seeing something, you're citing something, you do not have the world of that thing. You back out of that, because you should not be prophesying in a realm or in a world that you do not have the see for. Because a lot of times you can see some things we don't have the see, because there's the prophet sees, there's the young prophet see, there's the adult prophet see. That deals with your authority and the wherewithal to really walk somebody into their prophecy. So I almost want to cuss a little bit just to get you to understand how much I don't care about what you were saying, because you're trying to get in a fight. Just think. Come out of church brain, come out of the church culture, and just think. Who would you hire if this was your business? Somebody with the darn experience, or somebody who don't have the experience and can just learn? I'm a quick learner. All right. Quick learn over there in that company. Yep. Oh my God. You said everyone need to follow. I feel like I'm right, but I still am presenting it like it's my bias and my point of view. But I ain't seen you in a long time on my page. Where you been? If you are who I think you is, and you done went blonde in your hair. Yeah. This is why I have a whole pastoral leadership team. I also have 4 different mentors in 4 different areas. Okay, we're going to celebrate Calvin Berrico. He get it. Even though I'm a husband and a father, I need futuristic team. Exactly. You always put this in the chat. I must staff my weakness. Even if you're not a business owner, you can put that in the chat. I must staff my weakness. And staff, that can be friendship, relationship, covenant, or if you have a business, it can be literally staff. You always bring in people that are gifted in the area that you are weak in. And that's what Calvin is talking about. Y'all, this is common sense. This to me is absolute common sense. So I don't know what the hell whoever I can't remember his name was saying, because it's absolutely stupid. So if you know, okay, for instance, me, I'm a prophet in across the board in every way. So I focus on, my eyes always focus on how to reconcile. Reconciliation is the work of the prophet, bringing the sons back to the father back to the son, really looking at the thing that is keeping you from your prosperity, because the office of the prophet brings you to prosperity. So the prophet looks at what needs to be corrected, what needs to be reconciled, exposes that for the purpose of bringing you into a posture and position to where you experience prosperity in every area of your life. The prophet also points you in the direction that is the shortest distance to the fulfillment of your destiny and the reason why you were born. So that is the way my mind works. So even my friends know that if they say certain things and do certain things, I'm gonna be like, but why don't you do this? Or that didn't make sense. Or that's my natural. But God put his hand on me to pastor. So that was another grace that was, I see now, that was being developed when I was young, taking care of the old people, sitting with the old people, being around the old people, being mentored by the old people, having to walk the old people slowly up to the church, cleaning the church, being a servant to my leaders and being properly mentored, then getting married as a teenager. I got married at 19 years old, and then I became a dad 2 times over. All of these things played into me being qualified and able to pastor. I'm telling you what the truth is, you guys. And we have just got to collectively say it's not okay for you to be the pastor of this church and you haven't ever been married and you haven't had any children. And then we can take it even further and be like, okay, I understand you've been divorced, but what was the divorce for? Was it because you couldn't be faithful? Were you not doing your part of the bills? Were you skipping out and leaving them places and you going off with another woman? So we can even go there, but I'm not even taking it to that. I'm just saying you need the experience to pastor those who are walking in the experience that you have not had. I don't know no other way to put this, you guys. It's just clear to me. Yeah. I am a young old head. I am. But that's the reason why. Didn't I give you all? Oh, I got 2. And I got this too. Y'all look at this. Oh, it smells amazing. I never had it before. Now, can y'all see this? It's a big old turkey leg, and it has noodles over on top of it and turkey sausages. So it's a big old turkey leg with noodles. Oh my God. Oh God. Well, let's see how the seasoning. Great. The noodles are seasoned. They're not bland. Good God, my master. He's here. He's here. Oh my God. Now let's see about the yams. The yams. Let's try the yams. Not too much coming. And nutmeg. I need a fork. Perfect balance of seasoning. Exceptional. Oh my God. When I order something else too, y'all know I like to nibble. So I order all this big stuff, nibble from it, and give it away. And this right here, they said is very good to have the barbecue turkey leg over rice. Oh. No. Let's see. Wait a minute. Make sure now. To the bone. Now let's take the other thing completely. Ain't nobody paid me to tell them where I got this from. Ain't saying that. I'll tell them about it. Just tell them Larry Live made you come and then they contact me and cut me a check. Let's see here. Let's see. I want the top of my mouth burnt up. Already? With the first taste, season hit my mouth. Mm-hmm. Even as I chew. God, I want to tell you something. Thank you. That I can go and buy me something to eat when I'm hungry. I remember being in my car, hungry. And I was trying to find who house to go get something to eat. Now I can buy my own food. Oh my God. Oh, we thank you. Yeah. Yeah. Oh Lord. What is coming? Yeah. It was nice talking to that little lady. Yeah, my toes down there doing like this. It was nice talking to she was saying bar mitzvah. My mind went to the Masai. Because she was saying 12, 13. And that's right for the bar mitzvah. But you know, my mind African. And they stole that mess. So they made this 13 years old, but the Maasai warriors, Maasai, M-A-A-S, something other. I want something. I need a sweet tea. Give me a little bit of pineapple juice and Sprite mixed together in the cup with some crushed ice. Y'all, this is the best ice in the world. This right here. And you can buy them little machines. Is that machine on my Amazon thing? It's the Chick-fil-A ice. No, this is not the same place that James Fortune suing. No, it's not. There's the Turkey Land Hut, there's the Atlanta Turkey Land, and there's another. Jesus. Marco, you here? You want to come over and eat some of this, half of this? Cookout ice is like this. I don't think it is. I ain't been cookout in a while. Come on over, Marco. No, you always pour the pineapple juice at the bottom. Where you put the what's name on. I love it that it got seasoning in every bite. Natural. I said put the pineapple juice in there first. You poured the whole can and then now in the room for the Sprite. Y'all see what he just did? Hold on, I'm gonna drink. That gotta be the perfect balance. Gotta be balanced. I'm not eating all this food. I'm not eating all this food. If I ate like that, do you think I look like this? I have to fight. You remember I said I went to Dubai and lost 4 pounds? Right out the day, I picked all the 4 pounds back up here in America. I can't win for losing. I know I'm gonna have to do though, because I did come back eating my way through Atlanta, Georgia. I ain't ashamed to say I bought hot Krispy Kreme donuts 4 days last week. The first time I ate 3 donuts. Normally I only eat 2. The second day I ate 3 donuts. The third day, guess how many I ate? Yep, 3. The fourth day, I ate 4. In one day. Not in one sitting, but all day long. I don't know what's going on. I just went to eating. I said, what done got hold of me while I'm eating like this? I said, I know I ain't got nobody pregnant. Now that I'm sure of. So you know what my mind told me? Trying to make me feel better about it. My mind said, you spiritually pregnant. Now that sounds like some made up stuff. I went to Dubai. It didn't gain weight and came over here in the same kind of energy. And the American food be like, we don't care nothing about your waistline. We don't care nothing about you getting in them nice shirts and clothes and jackets. We don't care about none of that. Just come by this and eat it. You know, everything here just doesn't make you fat. And there's another way you can season it where it still tastes good, but don't make you big as a house, or you look like a Walmart on two legs. I declare for God, I looked at some of my old pictures and I look like an entire super center Walmart. I said, ain't nobody said nothing. Somebody out there has said, Reid, you as big as you want to be. Nobody said nothing. Ain't saying about losing no food falling out my mouth. Ain't saying about losing no weight or nothing. Just let me be big in peace. I ordered some stuff now and I used to eat the whole thing. I could order a pizza from Papa John's, a medium, and eat the whole thing myself. I don't even know how I was able to do that. And Nazis, when you buy a little personal piece and they be like that thick, I would eat that whole thing. Right, Jay Tyler? By no means am I saying being married is no. How you sitting in that marriage? Mm-hmm. Not being married has nothing to do with it. Paul said he rather you not married. The things of God are to be based on the Bible, not your opinions. If a pastor is not married, he can recommend counseling or counsel them by scripture. You let them do that for you. We are no. I told y'all there are exceptions, rarities, and oddities. But this has become the norm. No. You need a pastor up under somebody. You don't need to be the senior pastor. And if you are the senior pastor, you need to have something else in place and be in relationship with others. So where that wisdom and that dimension can be released upon your life. Because you don't have the experience. I mean, what your mind got to tell you in order for you to be okay with somebody not have the experience for a job, let alone pastoring? Why y'all don't nothing tell y'all that's not okay? Somebody talking about where the mirror, Leonard said the mirror didn't tell you. I won't looking at myself, man. I was totally caught up in being a pastor and taking care of these churches and these people. Y'all know that's how I ended up not. I could have probably still been married. No, I wouldn't. Because she had to go through her own process. Listen, when I tell you this is hair looking good, I got married too young. And but I'm glad for all of it. I mean, because clearly I wouldn't be qualified to have this conversation. Oh, I got to go. I need my concentration is on the things of God that's sitting over there in that little tray. So I'm gonna have to go on and go do that. Cause I can't do both of these at the same time. My mind is split up in two different sections. Have I went ahead and have I said everything I need to say? Well, I said, what the title of this? You're not qualified to be a pastoral lead. Okay, I finished that. Karen, I have not passed the nibbling stage. Look, it's still all in there. I'm really nibbling. Just a little bit on my fork, and I'm halfway full. That's why I asked Jamarco that he wanted to come over here and get some. Ooh. That is a problem. That's why I'm gonna need for him to take that, because not. So I do to myself, I eat something, I nibble from it, then I get rid of it. So I don't go back and nibble it again, go back and nibble again. Then I get all the calories and all the everything that's in that one dish. No, I go to something else. What is it? 6 o'clock. I'm gonna nibble a little bit more of that. little bit more yam. Get the rest of it, Shamarco. I'm gonna get hungry by 8. I got a whole bunch of grapes. I got a salad already pre-made in there. I'm good. If I get hungry the rest of the night. I'm not telling you the restaurant because these folk ain't paid me to tell you. I get paid for that. That too. Oh, yeah. See, everybody's body is different. That Kim the Peacock, I'll eat. You put what? Well, he don't eat that much like no more because his digestive issues. But for years, over a decade, almost 2, nobody could out eat him, and he wasn't gaining a pound, and could eat and eat plate after plate. We're like, how are you able to do that? And wasn't gaining nothing. I look at an ice cream bar. I got a whole extra roll of neck the next day. Oh my God. They seasoned the noodles so good. It was like butter noodle. Mm. Oh, I'm so blessed. Lord help my metabolism. Oh yeah, I get that shot once a month. To make sure my metabolism stay proper. Wait a minute. Who Denise going back and forward with? Now, Gerard, you can't talk to Denise like that. And her husband is absolutely crazy, and I am too. That's one of the daughters of the ministry. You can't do that. Find somebody else to fuss with, or you get blocked. So let that go. Just let her win. And then you have a little problem. Oh my God. Do you know what these folks done did to the yam? See, I love when people do this. You have a little fried part on the yam. So it fry a little bit. Ooh, my God, that'd be so good. Okay, my son. I want to get me a plate where I can take what I want out. Can you keep this? Taste it first, make sure you like it. Take some of that noodle and a little bit of turkey and slide it through all of that at the bottom. Let's see, Marco. Now, Marco don't think nothing good but his cooking. Let's see what he says. You ain't got no turkey meat. You just got sausage. Get some of the turkey meat on it. Just like that. Now drag it down there into that stuff that's right down there. Yeah. Now tell me what
you got a PhD in eating.
Oh, I sure do. They did it. They did. Now this tastes like something you cook at the house for y'all. It's like it's almost like barbecue chicken, but it's turkey and some rice.
Oh, good.
It's Latrice can eat that. No, she's not eating turkey right now.
Let me.
Okay, give me a plate. I'm just gonna take some up. You have all of that.
You like it?
I mean, it ain't got much. It's too regular. It ain't got much. That right there got spices and flavors in it. That's good too. He's trying the other one now.
We had them yams.
Oh, the yams are excellent. Perfect. So you like that?
That sauce too strong.
Maybe that's what it was. I couldn't. It's good. It's good, but it ain't nothing compared to that. I should have got 2 of them.
No, that's good.
Excellent. Just give me a little plate. I'm right at full. I ain't gonna hardly take nothing off of it. Okay. My God, that was all right. I'm gonna let you guys go, and I hope you guys just as you make fried yams. Oh wow, I didn't know that. That's a good. You still on her routine. I just know it. It's what the nurse gave me. Y'all met her one time. Next time she come, I go live on IG my story, and she'll tell you everything she give me. I did that already though. I did it already. All right, Denise, everything all right? One had to call your husband, and then I'm gonna have to help him. He probably just didn't know. He probably thought you was a regular person in the chat. He didn't know you was not to be bothered. There's a whole ministry that he would have to deal with. And he don't know you're one of the nicest people on the face of the earth, evolved and smart and beautiful. And if you heard her voice, y'all, Denise has like one of them golden voices. I hate to say it like this, but you remember when we were young and we used to call them hotlines, them women? She sounded like one of them. Like, what are you wearing? What do you have on? I'm gonna tell you what I have on. She got that boy. All day, every day. She do. And Alan get to hear it all the time. And he's such a good man. I mean, one of the best people I've ever met. A great person. My cousin, bro, you're gonna eat this, but that turkey falling off the bone. You see that? It's hanging. I need a spoon to take some of that sauce. You can't put it in the because make a mess. All right. Now watch y'all this mess get made.
I'm a cook.
Oh, okay, that's good. I don't need that much. Okay. I should have known you. You know what you be talking about. All right.
It's all the turkey you want?
Mm-hmm. I got that and the yams. I don't need no. I'm sitting here full. What you that sit around for?
You're not going to tonight.
Not that. But it's fattening.
Don't be calling me tonight, Marco. You got some left over?
I made a salad and I got a whole thing of great
salad.
I ain't got a lot of it. You can't handle my salad now. You got that. Don't ask for nothing else. No, can't even have that. I done blocked now. Somebody advertising something. Facebook let them do that to me all the time. They're telling me to give you some of my salad. Ain't. Huh? That is good, my God. Well, you must know. You need to make yams the way that you like to eat it. Just do sugar and the yam, and Caro syrup and butter. That's it.
I don't like it either way.
Oh, what's wrong with you?
I like Lisa's. I don't eat a handful of that.
That's because she cut it thin and fried. She like fried yams. So once you make the yams, you can do. Remember, my mama do scallop potatoes with her breakfast. Do yam scallop sweet. I bet you eat it because it has this crunch to the shell. You eat that. In fact, I want some of that. How did you make that? Jesus Christ. Okay. Bethina must like you. She's to give him some salad. Ain't. She just said my grandma swore by carrots. Did you let the baby hear my Selena? You let her hear my voicemail? I sent her text that Sprite, and actually he done it wrong. It might not be as good. Good evening, sir. You're doing an excellent job at what you do with your. Thank you so very much. I'm gonna let y'all go because we just jaw jacking for no reason. You never got it? I done showed them. I'm gonna tell you what's in the red cup. This right here. This right here. It wasn't 8 pounds I gained. Don't speak that. It was something from 9, 8, 1, 2, 5. No vodka. I hate vodka. If anything, I will put a little touch of coconut rum. I don't like vodka. Okay, CJ, I'm gonna say it again. I don't know what's going on with this iPhone. Yes, Justin, I love pineapple juice. Are you married, Justin? There's a lot of fun that you and the person that you're with you can have with pineapple juice. Loads of fun. What is it? You drink if she drink a lot of pineapple juice, she will taste sweet when you eat it out. You know that? You need a lesson. How do spiritual and sexual? They're both the same energy. That give a little taste down now. Pineapples and mangoes. Karen said, "Michael, you passed them folk that's more sexual than you." Karen. She said pineapples and Auris.
They married. I ain't married.
You was married for 18 years.
And been divorced for 18 years.
How you know Kendall? Kendall's sneaky nasty. Sneaky nasty. In my church, messing around with the women's church. He would have been on Larry Live. Sneaky nasty. Always, come on. Well, she asked me to come over. Kendall, she didn't ask you to take your penis out and put it in her mouth. Yes, she did. You didn't have to do it. You're making it her fault. You wanted to do it. You sneaky nasty. And they don't want to take responsibility for what happened. When Kena asked me to come hang up her TV, she asked you to hang up the TV, not hang her up by a pole. Well, it was now thought we should be together. She blamed everybody on for that. No responsibility. We're not talking about the girlfriend. We talk about my niece. Which I don't blame it, because y'all see my niece. My niece is absolutely gorgeous. She getting pretty and pretty, look like, the older she get. Yeah. I'm not talking about the girlfriend, but that's still the same thing. She was an older woman. She got pregnant. She aborted the baby. You know what? I ain't even gonna get into that. You have to take responsibility for your sneaky nasty. It's the truth. Naturally, Zara asking something. How much weed do you think Xaria consumed? All her brain cells are gonna be fried. Naturally, go take that child to get what she wants, please. And I'm gonna send you some money too, Naturally, because you've been doing a lot for Zaria, and that's not in your job. I'm gonna do it. I can't be the minister. Look at Kenneth Samad. I never ate your niece. I never asked you for you to tell my business. Oh, really? You think this is telling your business? You want me to show you telling your business? I wouldn't do it, but we've already told that story 1,000 times on this platform. Now it's your business. Can I get a package too? What package you want, Desiree? What package you want, Desiree? Oh, y'all celebrate Constant. Constant Coleman's the first time she ever tuned into a live. Welcome. I say, I hope your niece don't mind. She ought not did it if she ain't mind it. No, it ain't gonna be no 2 days. Cause that the taste in that turkey stuff, it's gonna make you keep eating. What's that when they put it in food where it? Cause that happens to me certain dishes. It'd be good to my mouth. There's something that's in that just make you keep eating it, and you be full. But it's the taste. It's the combination of the flavors. I don't gotta figure out what it is, but it happens to me certain dishes. I'm like, this is dangerous. Get away from me, because it just my mouth is enjoying it. It's not even that my stomach is hungry. It's just my mouth is like the flavor that's on my tongue. That's one of them. I'm gonna order that tomorrow. I know I'm gonna order that in the next week about 3 or 4 times.
When we came to do the instant for steps, when the event tomorrow, the turkey legs at an event downtown.
What's the name? What's the name of the event?
I don't know the 2 events, 2 day event.
Atlanta's their weekend event like that. Junior's went to one last week. You eat the whole day. Where's it at?
It's somewhere downtown Atlanta. She said by a bridge in that mid downtown.
Find out. I might want to go.
She sent me your shit. I told her she takes me. Something hard.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I would love to try that. My wife makes fried cauliflower. Remember I sent y'all the recipe? And vegan food. We live in why y'all so damn far?
Douglasville?
That's what the Trace there.
It's like 50 minutes.
All right. So Earl, let's do this. Now, is it really good? That's number one. I'm gonna tell you the truth. If I do understand it's cauliflower, if it's really so, the batter got to be everything. So, listen to this. Can she do it with jackfruit? I want to try that too. Jackfruit and tan just like chicken. Unless you can do it with a certain kind of mushroom too. Okay, so there's a soul food vegan restaurant here I ate at, totally enjoyed. I just moved here. That was 2000 and Marco, we got here 2015. Jesus. Around that time. To Larry, you can't be eating everybody's food. Yes, oyster mushroom. Except jackfruit makes great barbecue slice. How come? Now those are my members. How can y'all give me some? I just want to taste it. You know what, Vonda? Okay, Vonda, can you ask Miss Irene? Okay, when can we go down now?
I want real food.
I want to taste that too, but that is real food, plant food. The food we eat is not real. That's what the government gave us. That's slavery. Actually. All right, Earl. Let's make a deal. She fixed that up. And then we can meet somewhere. It ain't gonna be me though. It's gonna be somebody else. And I pay you for it. Vonda says she's waiting for me. I got to get down there.
Why we didn't never go, did you?
The cauliflower has to be cooked right. If not, it tastes like a work boot. I don't know, Justin Yates. Oh my God. Okay. All right, never mind, Earl. The Saints is worried that somebody trying to kill me. I mean, you could be honest. Never mind, Earl. I'll wait for Vonda. I never heard of Miss Nasty Vegan. Can you look that up on Google and see what side of Atlanta that's on? Because some folks say stuff in Atlanta, it don't be Atlanta. Earl, your wife got a client. Daryl is saying, please, please, I will definitely meet and pay for that as well. When you cook in the restaurant, you cook most of the nutrients out. Yeah, it's best to steam it. And you got to eat, they're saying you got to eat the fried cauliflower or jackfruit fresh. Okay. Larry Reid live at gmail.com. If you got any recipes, so I can give it to Marco and Latrice. And I'll just get the jackfruit fried chicken from Miss Bonda, just in case Earl gets the proposition, the portion, the profit. And end Larry live forever. I'll call the fund. Oh, yes. So it's 2:22 in your area? It's 6:20 in your area. So your clock is 2 minutes too fast, whatever time zone you're in. All right, let me let y'all go. And talk and yap and yap. I love you. Take care of yourself. Remember, God don't play about you.